And I am back with more Sonic CD. My second session this time. Part 2 was done the same night as Part 1. But now in the second session, we are here at Tidal Tempest. I was going to make a joke about Labyrinth Zone, but I don't want to have a knee-jerk reaction and just assume there's going to be a lot of water travel in this level, because I don't want to assume I remember the game that well. It has been a very long time since I played this. Actually, you know what? I always wonder how most people played this for the first time, because for me, it was on Sonic Gems Collection. Oh, interesting. You can't do the figure 8 underwater. I didn't know that. You can do, like, the Sonic Chaos and Sonic Triple Trouble kind of dash, but you can't do the figure 8. That's interesting. I didn't know that, actually. Huh. Just kind of running over everything, huh? Now. Maybe my Labyrinth Zone reaction wasn't too hasty. You know, all the times I've played this game, I don't know if I've ever used that tube before. Oh, you know, actually this makes me think of something. You know how in Sonic X, Sonic was hydrophobic and he didn't like the beach? Well, it's kind of funny because I know a lot of people, like, that kind of painted a lot of people's perception of Sonic. But, you know, if you recall, Sonic actually likes the seaside if you look at a lot of concept art, and if you look at the movie or the OVA if you prefer. And by concept art, I mean, like, for the original games, the classic games, there's a lot of concept art of him just kind of by the beach, by the ocean. You know, it was more that he just didn't like getting in the ocean, not so much that he didn't like being at the beach, per se. But, I don't know. Maybe I'm just remembering Sonic X incorrectly, but I remember in Sonic X, I remember him not liking the beach at all. Like, he dreaded the idea of going to it. Maybe somebody in the comments can remind me if that's the case or not. That's just the way I remember it. Come on. Need an air bubble. There we go. Now let's move on. There we go. I got worried for a second there. Die. I was about to do the figure 8 again, but I gotta remember, you can't do the figure 8 underwater. Okay. I actually dodged it that time. Yeah, I say that time because, actually, this is my second time recording the second zone, because I didn't like how my commentary was coming out, so I started the level over again, and I died. That enemy killed me, like, twice, actually. Yeah, let me actually try and go to the past. These switches are in my way. Doesn't look like I'm going to be going to the past. Oh yeah, and I was killed because I was squashed here because I didn't get over fast enough. Okay, do I still have time to get to the past? To try. Darn it. Okay. Come on. Oh, what? Here we go. It's Hydro City all over again. Well, I say all over again, but in fairness, I'm pretty sure this game takes place before Sonic 3, so I guess this would take place after. I mean, no, not after. This would take place before Sonic ever went through Hydro City. Okay, time for the boss fight. And of course, it's a bad future again because I have given up. Because I realize this Let's Play will never get done if I decide that I'm not going to let myself have bad futures. Because let me tell you something. This Let's Play will never get done. Ever. If I ever try to make sure all the futures are good. Because let me say, if I ever did Let's Plays of Sonic 1 or Sonic 2 or Sonic 3, I would never get them done if I tried to force myself to get the good endings. Because you know what? I can't do it. I should have jumped. Oh, I'm actually below him. That's fine. That's never happened before. I did not know that. Oh, okay. I remember now. he gets just fast enough for him to outrun you once he starts smoking. Look at this. Okay, now this boss. Just a lot of bubbles, isn't it? Yeah, so I don't have to worry about an air supply here. Just gotta jump, basically. Okay, got it. This actually, I think, is a decent boss. So I'll give it that. This actually, I think, is a decent boss. The pattern kind of becomes easy. Like I never really have to worry about dying here, except for the dash did not work there. That's great. Now I actually might die, even though I just said I won't die. That's wonderful. Thanks for making me a liar, game. I really appreciate that. Ah, jeez. Okay. Well, first recorded death anyway. You know, one thing I'm worried about is that my software makes me really paranoid as to whether I'm actually recording or not. I know that might sound paranoid, but, like, seriously, it just makes me worry. Because there's never any indication it's actually recording. You just kind of gotta trust that it is. And if you can't do it before you get into the game, because if you do it that way, then it'll stop recording once you start playing the game. It's lovely. But this is the best software I could get that wouldn't severely reduce the frame rate. Especially if I want to start playing, Sega All-Stars Racing one day, which I probably will. I'm gonna need this one because all the other recording software I've tried to use really cannot get the frame rate for more recent games that well. Come on. Okay. Let's try again. Like I said, actually this is a pretty legitimate boss. First one so far. Let's see if this game can keep this up. Because you know what? Actually, being underwater makes it more difficult to collect rings. So that wasn't a bad idea, actually. Yeah, there we go. And actually, you know what? I probably might have not died the first time if I was more patient. Because I admit, I was just kind of rushing them. Okay, now, just gotta wait for him to dip back down. There we go. Congratulations, Eggman, you made a machine that only took one hit to destroy. Well, I mean, I guess he's done that plenty of times, but something he was actually personally piloting, I mean. The end of Zone 3.